Welcome back to the Corporate Chess League. My name is International Arbiter Michael J. Kummer, or as you may know me, Mike Kummer. This is going to be an exhibition match tonight, so it's just winner take all. Pride is on the line. 2020 was a blast. I don't know if you saw it, but John Boyer of Enterprise managed to checkmate his opponent from Edward Jones with 0.3 seconds on the clock, and they took home the 2020 Corporate Chess League Championship. They are going to get their official name, Enterprise Holdings, on the big board, on the chessboard. That's going to be displayed in the chess club until there's going to be a spring champion in 2021. Maybe it will be Enterprise. Maybe it will be Edward Jones. Maybe it will be Arco Construction. They are the brand new team this year. And there are 7 teams playing tonight. We'll have the champions, the reigning champions, Enterprise, take on Arco in the first round. Also in the first round, we'll have Express Scripts playing Worldwide Technology, otherwise known as WWT. Ascension will be playing Bear, and UMB, they are coming back and they get the bye. So the way the scoring works in the Corporate Chess League is if you win your match, we'll play 2 matches tonight. If you win your match, you'll get 20 points. Every time you win a game, you'll get an extra point for your team as well. And both the matches, they're back-to-back rounds. One player plays white against the opponent, and then the following game they play with the black pieces. So it's back-to-back matches, and then we'll have round 2 around 7 o'clock. Now you may notice, how does UMB and WWT already have 10 points? Are you guys nuts? No, because there's 7 teams. One team will receive a bye in each round. So when you receive a bye, you automatically get 10 points right off the bat. And then if you actually win your match, you can turn that 10 into 20. And okay, we've got a game going on. So things are kicked off right on time, right at 6:15. We are good. And this is exhibition number 1, 2021 season. So that's off to a great start. And so the first match we have tonight is a battle of some oldies. I love the oldies. KLOU 1033, way back in the day. We have Express Scripts facing WWT. This is their board 1s. Old Loser is playing the white pieces for Express Scripts. Old Path is actually playing the white pieces. Right up here, Old Path, they tricked the board on me. Okay, so Old Path is white for WWT against Old Loser with the black pieces. So let's check out what's going on. So we got a French defense, I don't know how you pronounce it, Winnower or Vinnower variation. C5, okay. Most people play Bishop B4 in this line, but then if you really want to be tricky for white, if you did play Bishop G4 in this line, you can play a very sneaky move with white. You can play Queen to G4, attacking the G pawn. All right, but the game proceeds as such, and you know, probably, yeah, very, very, very good move. Just get yourself out of that pin and then proceed to castle. I would imagine Bishop E2 or D3, or maybe even a check. I always like to throw in some checks, but I don't think you really want to trade off this light squared bishop in this variation. The only problem about going to Bishop D3 right now is then Old Loser could push his C pawn and just say, go away. And then I don't know where you're going to go. I guess you're going to go back to E2. So the time control for this event is game in 10, no delay, no increment. So these games are going to be over in 20 minutes, one way or the other. And we will probably get round 2 started right at 7 o'clock. So yeah, so he takes, and now bishop to d3 might be in the works. And then we'll go to check out some other games then, and maybe we'll see the hero of of the 2020 champion, John Boyer. Let's see what he's up to. Let's follow him and see what's going on. I might have to press escape real quick, Ben Sam, because I can't really. So usually all these they say I'm following, but I can't find his game. So we can watch this game for another second or two with a big check by old loser, and see what's going on. Where did your game go? Maybe he already won his game. John's just that good. Jump over to another game here momentarily. All right, here we go. This is Ascension's board 1. Ascension is playing Bear. Nick Ragone is playing with the white pieces. So let's see how this one started out. So Nick is playing against Bear's number 1 board. MC Nick HJM. So this is a big check, but let's see if he blocks it with the pawn. Oh, and tricky. It looks like he just he took a pawn that's protected, but now he's going to double attack with his pawn. And so Nick throws in another check. All right. And now if he plays Queen E2, he'll get the 3rd check on the board already. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. How did I know? Now he's attacking the pin piece, so I'm thinking he's going to have to play his queen to E7 here. Oh, castle. Oh, this is not. Well, Nick missed the shot because if he takes the bishop, okay, he can be like, oh, well, I'm pinning your knight to the queen, but unfortunately, I can just take your queen. So knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes would be the 4th check of the day for Nick, and then he can just safely castle. So there's none of this rook pins the queen to the king shenanigans. And that's exactly what he was thinking about. And so now MC gets his bishop out of the way. Ooh, now I like this. So let's see if he put his queen and bishop in a battery and see if he's attacking the pawn here. Yep, very good. Nobody wants to trade too many pieces, huh? That's pretty interesting game. I give White a very, very, very slight edge because I think he is ultimately going to get control of this E file, and that could be the difference. And plus, Black has these double pawns, which look decent at this time. They're not really hindering him too much, but ooh. So now, yep, he had to take. I guess Nick knew that because he instantly pre-moved. When you pre-move on chess.com, that means you know, if this move is legal, it's going to be played, and it costs you 1/10 of a second. So if you see a lot of these games will come down to time scrambles, and if you see them pre-moving a lot, it still costs you 1/10 of a second. And you're like, oh, 1/10 of a second, what's the big deal? Trust me, it adds up. All right, let's check out another game here. Let's check out who else have we not seen yet? Let's check out Moneyballin'. He's part of the Enterprise crew. See if he's got his game going. Yeah, let's check out. Oh, okay. Well, oh, Nick, he's got a big fork. So this could be the end of MC pretty soon, because Queen takes H6 is coming, and then Queen takes G6 right after. I don't know what Nick's thinking about. It's too good to be true, Nick. That's just a guess, but and this guy loves the check, so I don't know what he's thinking about. I don't know. Oh no. What happened? Oh, and worst to worst, he mouse slips as well. Well, maybe it's not a mouse slip because, okay, this is not a mouse slip. I thought it was a mouse slip. It looks like a mouse slip. But if Queen takes Queen, which is forced, or else you lose the knight, he's going to get this cool knight fork. I really like Queen takes H6 check followed by Queen G6 checkmate, right? Ben Simon. that had to have been.
Not the analyst here.
Oh, I am the analyst. Okay, I'm going to call it. If he plays Queen takes H6 check, there's only one legal move. Oh, it's not checkmate. He can go to F8. He can go to F8. But then he's going to get his knight as well, and it's going to be all lined up. Do you see that? You have boom, boom, boom. And then maybe it's going to be mate. Oh, wow. What a move. I did not see that move. That's a very good defensive resource for MC. Rook to E6. Now, it's getting good. It's getting good. And worst to worst is this knight might be trapped in enemy territory after Queen takes Queen. Because if Queen takes, Rook takes, and then they play knight up here to attack the Rook, but then Rook to E8, and then you're in trouble. Can Nick find something good? This is, here we go. So when he plays knight to D8 here. Okay, well, he's got the E file now. That was good. Maybe he can figure something out quick here. All right, let's go back to the so Old Path and Old Loser, their first game has concluded. So we do have a point on the board for Old Loser. So that is a good start for Express Script. They're currently up 1-0. Let's see how their second game started. We got a Sicilian. Old Loser, of course, playing for Express Scripts against WWT. Old Path is new to the league this year, so and he's right there on board 1. So that's how you get good. You can just keep recruiting guys from your organization, and you know, there's a lot of chess players out there that aren't United States Chess Federation rated or don't play USCF tournaments, and you know they're good. So you know, put a flyer up at or send an email, like a blast email. Hey, anybody like chess? You know, were you really good at school way back when? You want to get reacclimated to it? Well, we got just the place for you. The Corp Chess League. Double up his pawns. And so I would expect the b5, just tell the knight to just go away. Just go away. Well, let's go back to the Nick Ragone game. That was getting good. Okay, so he managed to save his knight here. Yep, there you go. So Nick, even though it says zeros, all zeros, okay, Nick Ragone can probably win a pawn here with knight takes bishop, rook takes check, king takes, and then when knight takes, he could have got the d pawn. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, when is he going to finally play c4? And he finally did. All right, let's try to get another game here that we haven't seen yet. We might have some good ones coming up. So we have Oak Avenue against Vindy. Oak Avenue plays for Ascension, Nick Ragone's team, and Vindy plays for Bear on their board too. So let's see what's going on here. It looks like Vindy, playing with the black pieces, is +4. And yeah, Oak Avenue really hasn't developed many of his pieces yet. I would have just gone all the way and just played rook takes the pawn, right? And get that queen. He's got a lot of good moves coming up. Oh, he just took the knight, and so now he attacks. And rook takes e3 was played, so it looks like Vindy is going to win this one quite handily. But he did get another piece for it, so that's good. Maybe he'll throw in a check or two. All right, let's check out. Let's check out the end of Nick Ragone's game. Nick Ragone plays for the Ascension captain. He's got the white pieces in an endgame. They're dead even on material, but check out what we got up here: a passed pawn. But MC might have ideas of playing this move and racing his own pawn down to be promoted. This is anybody's guess. He's got a big check coming up. Oh, he took the pawn. Ooh, this is all right. If you don't respect this pawn, he's just 3 away from becoming a queen. Can Nick stop it? All right, he was smart enough not to go for the B pawn, or else that pawn was unstoppable. C4 was played. Yep, king in. So now he's threatening to take. Oh, check. And now is this pawn off to the races? Will Nick play it? He does. He doesn't care about his bishop. He does not care about it. He wants that queen, and that might be the end of him. Can this knight get back somehow, some way to stop this pawn? He can take, check, and then he's got no chance. Can he go here? Can he go there? He's out of luck. He is out of luck. And the realization is coming to him because think of how much time he's thinking about this. He was so close. But that's what those pass pawns do. They're deadly. They are deadly. So I'm going to put this one as a win for for Nick is he's going to get that queen. Yes, it's smart. When you get checked like this in the end, just to make things easy for you, just stay on. If you get checked by a knight, that is. If you're on a light square, just go to a light square because then he has no follow-up checks. And so that was very good of Nick, and this will be an easy win. And we have another result on the board. Old Path won again. Is that true? Yeah, Old Path. So we're gonna have to. Why did he resign in this position? Oh, he just dropped his bishop, and so he didn't want to play on. All right, so Express Scripts 2-0 so far, and Nick did win the game. Well, he obviously got the queen and got the win. No stalemate, so Ascension is on the board, 1-0. All right, we got the Scandinavian, our center counter defense. Pretty solid. Let's check out Vindy's game. Vindy playing for Bear against Ascension. E4, E5. Oh, F6. There's an old saying, never play F6. I mean, I would be tempted just to take, well, you can't take it. Maybe you could play bishop takes first. And then if he takes, knight takes, pawn takes, and then queen up check, and then grabbing the pawn. It's not exactly solid, but it's fun to play, and it's just taking it to him. It's because his king will have to go to E7, and you get 2 pawns for the knight, but his king can't castle and will be stuck in the center of the board the rest of the game. So it's very exciting. But it was not to be tonight. And we got another check. All right, let's just check out let's see how another Express Scripts guy is doing. All right, we have. Oh, they're still in game 1. This is a very competitive matchup. Don't look at these guys' chess.com rating. It's irrelevant. These guys are good. So we have a queen against a rook and a bishop. But once again, this guy's got this guy. And I like White's chances. But it is going to be tough. Oh, especially, yeah, I was just about to say, if I was playing with the black pieces, I definitely would have played bishop back here. Just be solid, you know. And that's going to be the end of the. Wow, how does it end so fast? Oh, he plays check, and then he just takes it, and then when he takes back, king takes, and then unstoppable pawns. So we do have a win for WWT. So right now it is 2-1 Express Scripts against WWT. This is the first exhibition match of the 2021 season before we begin the Spring League in March. And there'll be two matches per month. It's going to be a six round, 6 dates in the spring will be the Corporate Chess League Spring League. It's not too late to join too. Next month we will have another one of these exhibitions. So if you just want to see what it's all about, you know, all that's on the line is fun and no entry fee. And bragging rights. So much bragging rights. And then if you say, oh man, our team's really good, we'll play in the spring league, try to get our name on the big championship board, just like Edward Jones did in 18 and 19, just like Enterprise did last year. Enterprise Holdings, that is. And you can either hold the board at the club and to be displayed for all to see, or you can bring it into your corporation and say, look what we did. All right. So this is game number 2. Oh, they're using John Boyer's opening, the Alakine defense. This is actually how I like to play against the Alakine. Just make it real simple for you. So maybe slight edge for black, actually. Check out, okay, we had the Scandinavian. This is Nick Ragone's game. And let's check out what's going on. Oh, he's attacking the B pawn. We didn't do anything to stop it, so can Nick just go up and take it? I would, because you're attacking the knight if you take it, and he does. So now knight attacks the queen. He retreats. Good. Ooh, an interesting move here might be knight to c5, trying to box in the queen. Oh, but Nick saw a good move. He takes, and if queen takes the knight, it leaves this knight undefended. So now he destroyed MC's castle. He got his queen to safety, and now he's rerouting to the king side. Oh, there's knight c5, just a little too late. He's taking the pawn, attacking the queen. Queen now attacks the knight and the pawn simultaneously. Knight retreats, but bishop takes, pawn takes, and we got a check on the board. And now, well, he could have taken the b pawn, either with the queen or the knight. Probably taking with the knight is better, because then then you see the queen now can take, the white queen can take the black knight with check. Yep, there goes the queens. There goes the knight. And once again, we have this, I would have not castled in this position, because you're already in an endgame. But I understand, like, oh, if I play my king up here, you know, I could be checked right there, but I would just, I know I said never play f6, but in that position I would have just played. Castling in an endgame, you're losing way too much tempo. You want your king in the center in the endgame. And now you have to worry about things like back row checkmate and everything. So now white has the crucial d file here, and black's rooks are a little bit passive. So I would imagine he's going to double up on this file here. Oh, now he's got a threat. Okay, so now white is threatening rook takes knight, and then if rook takes back, bye-bye other rook. So let's see if he can see this. I'm sure he can. I just don't know where he would want his knight to go. Maybe back to b4. Or you can always just move this rook off the line, like rook here, or rook here even. Yeah, I was thinking about that move too. But it's a little bit too committal though, because your pawn was nice and safe on e6, you know. Now, not so safe. It's on a dark square, and he's got a dark square bishop. He can start piling up, and you're probably going to have to defend it with f6 now, which isn't the worst thing in this position, but maybe you didn't want to. All right, let's go to another game here. Let's go back to this was the Alekhine game, and N. Burdick is playing for Express Scripts. Well, DV Dutch is playing for WWT. DV Dutch won the first one, so they're looking for a little rematch here. White is playing, well, yeah, I kind of like that move. Now bishop attacks the bishop. He captures. Rook takes. And yeah, DV Dutch wants it. Now he wants his bishop, so he's threatening to just play a5 and win the bishop outright. So that's kind of a funny thing. Like if somebody wants to play a move like a5, you just play it yourself. It's just like, nope, you ain't playing it. I get to play it. So, but it does allow b5 here. So the knight is under attack, and really only has one decent square to go to, is e7, I would imagine. And then you're rerouting maybe. Oh, there it is on the board. But yeah, g5 is coming in quick here too. So, all right, well, maybe you can. Well, I would just play e4 here. Just, okay, my pawn is double attacked by the queen and the rook, and there you go. Just push it. And then he can't wait to get g5 in. Maybe you harass the knight with bishop to a3 here. And this knight really has no place to go. Oh, I don't believe this. So is bishop just going to take the rook? It does. Man, you don't really want to give up an exchange if you don't have to. I mean, much better would have been knight to f1 than knight to e3 if you really want a piece on e3. And now he's just going for all the trades here. Bishop to a3 or bishop to b2 is advisable in this position. If you take, you're in a world of hurt, let's just say. So let's see what N. Burdick thinks about here. These are two very, very skilled players in the Corporate Chess League. So knight f1 has to be played. Now I would imagine rook h to d8. Double up the rooks. That way if, so now bishop b2 has to be played. Yeah, that was a game-saving move, or else he would have had no options. But I think, ooh, well, might as well take the pawn, get the pawn. So N. Burdick went from, down 2 points, now just down 1 point by the scoreboard, but you can't really judge the scoreboard here because rook's coming down here, and then rook's going, well, don't go there, but then the rook's going there to there, and soon all his queenside pawns are going to be gone. Rook d1 was played on the board, and you see how all N. Burdick's pawns are on the white squares? That means this rook is just going to feast. Very popular grandmaster. You guys might know him if you watch our YouTube channel, like from the Sinkfield Cup, U.S. Chess Championships. Grandmaster Maurice Ashley. He's got a book that's really fun, actually, especially if you want to get like, little kids involved in chess for, for the first time, like a nice Christmas, Easter book or whatever. It's called Pawn Mower. It's just all these pawns are on the board, and then the rook has to just mow them down, one by one by one. And there's like 8 to 10. The puzzles get harder as they go, but he's got to eat each pawn. If you eat a pawn and then can't take another one, you lose. So you got to get the whole. It's like a maze. It's actually quite fascinating, and so I would imagine DV Dutch knows that, and he's just going to mow down these pawns. All right, let's take a look back at Nick Ragone's game. We got double rooks. Wow, what is going on? Nick is playing the black pieces here. So check. So he's got a draw here if he wants it. He can just check rook, rook. This is when you want to be following in this team event. This is what you want to know, because in order to get that 20-point match victory, right, you just need to score more points than your opponents, right? So in order for Ascension to defeat Bear in this match, they need there's 6 total matches, so all they need is 3.5 points. Obviously, you see Nick already won a game, so you know if I have 3 points, if I see my team has 3 points, I'm just going to go for that perpetual check, even though I'm theoretically winning. The computer's got me +2 on the scoreboard, but this is when it pays to know the match situation. But I know you want to, yeah, you always want to win. But in team events, you win when your team wins, not necessarily when you win or draw. Sometimes you can lose and still win. So there's a lot of ways to win. All right, so we got another deadly pawn here. It's just 2 away from becoming a queen, and the tide will turn quick. And you don't really want to let this guy loose by playing this check either. Maybe you could play F5 here. Oh, you let him loose. In this position, if he would have played, instead of the check, if he would have played F5, you might be threatening Rook G4 check, and then he's only got King H5, and then he just swoops the other rook in for mate. So now the king is loose, and this guy is 2 away from getting a queen. I know he's got ways to stop it, but it's dangerous. I would have looked at the match situation and saw what was going on. But now he's got his pawn going. I love it when, in team situations, you should never, ever resign in the first place. But, you know, if you play the game out to victory, or, you know, all the way out, you know, 50, 60 moves, usually it's going to end with a pawn promotion. And here we go. Whose pawn's going to be faster? It's a race. What you play rook up here? I wouldn't play rook up here, because then if he takes, oh, he can just take the pawn. Good move. Nick knew what he was doing all along. I will have to check with Ryan Chester later tonight to see if there's a brilliancy move. I don't know why that tactic always gets me. It's like, I know it, I've done puzzles with it, but sometimes I just still overlook that he can just take that pawn because removing the defender. So now, if I'm white, I have to play this move, but now I'm in a world of hurt because I'm down 3 pawns to 0. Well, I mean, I know it's theoretically 4 pawns right now, but, well, actually, he can't really take it, so it will be 4 pawns to 0. And now you just play F5, just move them on up, or the H pawn. Anybody but the G. I wouldn't push the G pawn. You could take it slow too. And that is going to be in the books. Nick wins 2 points. Yeah, who wants the draw anyway when you can get, and every point does count in the corporate chess league because you get the 20 points for the team victory, but each individual point also. So if like the rest of Ascension would have lost, I'm not saying that they did, but Ascension would still have 2 points on the board, you know. So every point individual score does add to your team total as well. Hopefully that makes sense to everyone. Are they trying to start round? Oh, they're just playing for fun. This is not part of the tournament here, but this one is. And then probably once this game concludes, Ben Simon, maybe we'll take a quick break and then we can update the scores.
I'm sorry, there's lots of problems. What's happening?
Oh, nothing. I was saying once this game concludes, can we take a short break and then we'll update everybody on the scoreboard?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I know they show the standings underneath there. Let's just say those are provisional, okay? And we'll update with the 20-point victories and all that when we come back from break in just a minute. But we'll see this exciting conclusion to this game. And as you see, it's all down to the pass pawns again. Here we go. And it looks like DV Dutch is going to win for his team here because he can just play rook takes, knight check, king takes, and then queen. And then this will be pretty easy for DV Dutch. Yep. Just try to eliminate all hope as fast as possible, which is a great idea. And now he can just play queen here, and well, actually, you probably don't even want to play queen there. Yeah, you just now you want to play queen there when you get a pawn for it. Oh, and he's just toying with them. Oh! But it didn't work. Oh no. DV Dutch got too excited. Had no reason to play queen takes check. But he sacrificed his pawn, and Burdek escapes with the draw. And maybe that will impact the standings big time. We'll have to come back and see. We'll be going to a commercial break, hopefully not for too long. We're just going to, compute some stuff, and we'll give you the up-to-date standings here in a couple minutes, okay? Stand by for round 2 right after this.
Well, I'm Alex Kerford. I'm the founder of the Corporate Chess League, financial advisor, and captain of Team Edward Jones. So the whole concept of the Corporate Chess League was an opportunity to bring together companies, individuals in a way that could be competitive, it could be fun, and be able to better engage with some of your colleagues. And so prior to the pandemic and COVID-19, we were able to gather here in the chess club, meet face-to-face, and have games on a quarterly basis. It was a lot of fun, had a high level of engagement, and people beginning to be attracted to that.
Edward Jones has been thrilled to help found, but also to participate in the Corporate Chess League. And this year, actually, it's been a little bit of a change. Now that we've gone virtual, our audience has grown.
We absolutely love the Corporate Chess League. I can tell you, my teammates and I, we feel like we're truly a team. I mean, we practice, we have regular practices, and we take it seriously.
It has really expanded, and the engagement to want to play even more has happened during this time. So we took quarterly meetings to now being able to put on the Corporate Chess League once a month.
Here at Edward Jones, we actually have people all over North America, about 50,000 close to associates all over North America. I have a really good friend in the Phoenix area who's passionate about chess. It's hard for him to fly out just to play into a tournament. So now that it's been virtual, he's been participating on the team as well.
So in order to capture the essence of the purpose of the Corporate Chess League, we've been able to provide an experience where prior to the competition of chess actually begins, people are able to come into our Google Hangouts page and be able to see and interact with each other in a virtual way. And then partnering with chess.com, we're able to provide the actual tournament and how the competition begins.
And the Corporate Chess League allows us as a team, A, to bond, and we're doing really well as a team, I'm happy to say, and B, it allows us to kind of, rib each other a little bit, and it is a little friendly banter, which we love.
And all during that time, the St. Louis Chess Club is hosting a YouTube channel that has commentary from guest speakers, grandmasters, international masters, commentating on how the games are actually going. That makes for a lot of fun for people to be able to see how their friends, how their colleagues are doing during a game by having a professional be able to speak about the position and have fun that way too. I think during this time it is hard to have motivation. Sometimes we can get down on things. Having an outlet where competition can still be involved in your life, having an outlet where you can still have networking with your colleagues has really been a key part of the success of the Corporate Chess League.
It has been really fun to be able to not only get to know the people in my own firm better and share that similar passion, but also get to know people from several different firms here in the St. Louis area.
We've continued to have interest in the Corporate Chess League, both here in the St. Louis area and beyond. We're looking forward to a great season in 2021. If you or your company is interested in being a part of the Corporate Chess League, you can go to www.stlouischessclub.org and get more information. We'd love to have you be a part of the competition.
Welcome to the chess capital of the United States. The St. Louis Chess Campus in the heart of the vibrant Central West End has established itself as a premier global destination for chess and is comprised of two unique nonprofit institutions. The Chess Club and Scholastic Center of St. Louis is recognized as the top chess facility in the world and plays host to all major tournaments, including the U.S. Chess Championships and the Sinkfield Cup, one of the strongest chess tournaments globally. Tournaments are broadcast online to more than 150 countries, led by an expert commentary team of grandmasters. The Chess Club is an educational organization committed to promoting the game of chess, with a specific focus on bringing the benefits of chess to children throughout the St. Louis area. Research shows children who play chess exhibit improved analytical skills and increased confidence. The Chess Club is highly engaged with the local community, bringing scholastic chess programs to more than 100 schools, providing hundreds of classes each week. Directly across the street from the Chess Club is the World Chess Hall of Fame. This one-of-a-kind cultural institution invites visitors to experience chess in imaginative ways and is home to the U.S. and World Chess Halls of Fame. Cutting-edge exhibitions feature rare, historic chess artifacts paired with world-class art. Innovative programming explores the intersection of chess, art, and culture. Visitors can enjoy interactive programs designed around the exhibitions and monthly music in the galleries. The World Chess Hall of Fame is nothing you expect and everything you love. 3 different galleries and a premier gift shop highlight the culture, history, and creativity behind the game. Come visit, play chess, leave enriched. To learn more about the St. Louis Chess Campus, visit stlchesscampus.org.
Well, I'm Alex Kerford. I'm the founder of the Corporate Chess League, financial advisor, and captain of Team Edward Jones. So the whole concept of the Corporate Chess League was an opportunity to bring together companies, individuals in a way that could be competitive, it could be fun, and be able to better engage with some of your colleagues. And so prior to the pandemic and COVID-19, we were able to gather here in the Chess Club, meet face.
Welcome back to round 2 of the Corporate Chess League exhibition number 1 of 2021. And we have the updated standings. All right, so Enterprise has 29 points after round 1. Next we have UMB with 23. Ascension has 16. Nick Ragone was the hero of that match. He may have known the match situation because they were able to draw their round 1 match against Bear, and he needed to win his final game and that Rook ending. So if he would have just taken that repetition draw, Ascension would be sitting with just, well, 5.5 points. So they got 10 points for the draw with Bear. The reason why Bear has 13 and Ascension actually has 16, even though they drew that first match, is Ascension brought more players and they played some extra games against the team with the bye, and they were very successful. And then Express Scripts 1.5, and Arco, who had to play Enterprise, they got fed to the champions first time around, so it had a tough matchup. And now the one team I did not tell you about is Worldwide Technology, WWT. They scored 26.5 points in the first round, and then got a 10-point bye in round 2 as we have uneven teams. So WWT in this round has a chance to get an additional 10 points if they beat the extra players in round 2. So the matchups for round 2, and we are underway here. So we'll get to a game shortly, but we'll have Enterprise against UMB, and there's just 2 players for UMB. When we get into the regular season, the spring league, you will have to bring a minimum of 4 players at least. But you could bring, 10 to 12 players, because the more points, like Ascension brought more players than Bear, and now they have more points than Bear. So, but for this exhibition, you can just bring 1 or 2 or 3 players. And so Enterprise, their big 2, Tim Neesham and the hero from 2020, John Boyer, will be playing UMB. Express Scripts will be playing Ascension. Arco against Bear. And then WWT will be playing a bunch of extra players to try it and get an additional 10 points. Plus every individual win they get, they'll get a point too. So they could amass a lot of points tonight. So let's get right into these games. We'll have, let's go with, who haven't we? Let's go with board 2 for Enterprise against UMB here. And we'll have Big Daddy Jazz 64 playing for Enterprise, the reigning champions, against UMB. And let's see. I mean, this is a battle for first place, possibly. Hey, gotta get my hair. Gotta get my hair. Yeah. He knows. He knows what the people want. He knows. All right. So, E4, E5. Oh, we got the King's Gambit. I was just reading about it's the championship of Gambits. I would never take it, but if you do want to take it, beware. I would never play E5 in the first place either, but that's because I'm not very good at chess. Okay, but that's none in the same. I mean, White could just take this pawn, but he's letting them have it, letting them keep it. All right, now he's got it. And now he won another pawn. Big check, but this is not a scary check because White can just play D4 here, and obviously he's going to. I would have maybe, in this position, maybe attacked the B pawn. I always like to make threats, and plus it keeps that pawn in a pin. So this is looking awfully well for Enterprise. And usually chess.com ratings don't matter, but this guy's better than 1478, so it's going to be a tough one for him. Let's go to the hero of round 1, Nick Ragone's game. Oh, and he's battling Old Loser, who we saw last round. Old Loser, of course, is playing for Express Scripts. So what is going on? How did this one start? Well, oh, he's got another. Nick is playing with the black pieces, so he plays his good old center counter game. Attacks the queen. Ooh, castle queenside. Very dangerous when I've got this queen right over here. So maybe I want to play bishop to b4 here probably. Or just go straight for the, straight for it. Big check. Uh-oh. Knight attacks the queen and the a pawn. I bet he's going to go back to a5. Or okay, c5 is just as well. Attacks the bishop. Bishop takes. So now the queen has to take, or else, you know, bye-bye knight. And now he's going to get a big discovery here. All right, so where do we want to put this knight for rook? Unfortunately, it doesn't have much of a bite here. There's no real good discovery, but where are we at here? All right, so this is where we left it. All right, there was the discovered attack. He attacks the knight. And so they got the fork. Oh, and he can't take the knight. He cannot take the knight because of rook takes check. So unfortunately, old loser dropped a piece here. But can he get it back? Oh, good if he got it back. After knight takes f3, if I play rook to h3, where are you going with that knight? Well, I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never, ever know. Look at this. And this knight, oh, is this knight trapped again? The answer is no. Well, it might have been. Well, no, because if you play rook here, you can go to knight f1. He chooses to go there, and now this knight can just hop to safety. And yeah, it's going to be all she wrote here. Check. Yes, I'm still here. I'm playing. Yes, yes, yes. Rook takes. Oh, yeah, this game is going to be in the books. So Nick is probably going to get a big win for Ascension. All right, let's check out some other games here. Let's check out Vindy's game. Wow, MJC 3801. Oh, Vindy is just playing another kind of game. This is not part of the corporate chess league. Although it could be, but this is not who he's supposed to play. Once again, the structure is game in 10 minutes, automatic rematches. So you play one with the white pieces, one with the black pieces. 7 teams competing. If you're interested, you have a corporation, and want to know more about it, you can go to stlouischessclub.org, and then you just click on a tab that says Corporate Chess League. And then, you know, you can submit an application to join. As we said, we'll have another exhibition in February, so if you just want to try it for one, I mean, it's all just about winner take all, fun, bragging rights. And then we'll get into the Spring League in March, and we'll have a 6-game season, two in March, 2 in April, 2 in May. And Nick did win the big game. Oh, we got money balling with Enterprise. This is one of those extra games, so it doesn't count toward your maybe 20-point match total, but every point counts. I mean, look how close those scores are. Enterprise needs to get the 20 points by beating UMB, and then they need some of these. They need to defeat WWT on these extra boards. or else it's going to be real close. And Enterprise, the extra players from Enterprise are all playing the WWT team. So this is going to come down to the wire, and this game could be the difference. So let's check out Moneyballin here. Moneyballin playing for Enterprise. Howsey playing for WWT. Howsey is their board 2. As you see, he's got a very respectable chess.com rating of 1743. And he just played F6, Moneyballin. I guess he really wanted to protect that knight. He was like, I'm not moving that knight. I'm just going to extra protect it. But we'll see. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Big Daddy Jazz, 64. I thought he had a really good position when we left it, if that's the game we were watching, this King's Gambit. But, well, he's got that pass pawn. And now we gave him another pass pawn, but he didn't want it. He didn't want it. Well, this is, I think Big Daddy Jazz is, it's a tough one. This is a tough one to handicap right here. I don't know. I mean, they're dead even in material, 3 each. And then, yeah, just maybe he's going to overextend that pawn, though, and maybe he'll get this king going. So yeah, the only way to save it now is the E2, and then there'll be one away. But it's always nice when you're trying to defend those pass pawns, is to actually get your rook on the queening square to defend it. That's where they want to be. If he was over here, it might not be as easy to defend. But now that he's on the queening square, yeah, well, you want to be very careful to play king. You can play king f2, your life is over, because knight d3 check is coming in. Oh, why didn't he play knight d3 here anyway? What's he gonna do if he plays knight to d3? Oh man, he might have lucked out. I don't see a defense attacking the rook on the queening square. Wow. Knight d2 attacks the rook. Just, no, maybe rook, well, rook check's always nice. But I would have just taken the pawn, actually. Because now he can defend the pawn, and now you can't defend. I guess you got to just swing it over to here. You might as well get something when you trade these pawns. No, maybe he's got grand plans of checkmate. And this does save the D pawn. I mean, these guys in the Corporate Chess League, they have some resources, you know. That's very good. Because the point is, if rook takes, yeah, exactly, knight comes in and checks. And now he's got another check here. Well, any check he wants, really. And now we just rook back to g4 with check, I would imagine, but who knows? This game is pretty exciting. UMB is hanging in there with the defending champions, the reigning champions of the Corporate Chess League Enterprise. Very exciting. Oh, I was like, oh my gosh, did you just hang your rook? But he did hang the pawn. I don't know why he let him have the pawn. Maybe he's got this trick up his sleeve where he plays rook check, and then if king takes, then he gets the fork. That's an idea, but wow. I wouldn't have let him take it. But yeah, Big Daddy Jazz 64 has got to pull something out here. And maybe a win on time, it's just 10 minutes, no delay, no increment, and then life goes on. Big check. But this is going to be a tough one to win. I mean, material is even after all that happened here. But it might be really tough for Big Daddy Jazz 64 to protect this pawn. I don't really want to go away from this one. I want to see the grand conclusion of this one. I mean, this, as you see, Enterprise, well, they've got to win this match for sure in order to eclipse WWT. Well, obviously, if they don't win the match, then maybe even Ascension has a chance to win, but it's probably just going to go to WWT. Or maybe UMB, even with 2 players. That would be astounding. That would be the story of the day if UMB somehow wins the whole thing, bringing 2 players. But I don't see a feasible way of that happening. But stranger things have happened. I guess we'll never know until the last checkmate is on the board. Oh, wow. Oh, this is when you have to calculate, but he's only got 50 seconds. Oh, well. I think if he just takes and trades off everything, White has to come over and win that H pawn. And then if you can win the C pawn, you can easily win the A pawn, but then does White get like the opposition or something, and then it's just a stalemate? But at least you can't lose. But I love it. I mean, this is fighting spirit in the corporate chess league. Everybody wants to win. They're not out for draws or anything like that. They just want to win. We do have a quick result in the Express Script Ascension match. We'll get right back to this game. Well, we do have a result. The player from Express Scripts got on the board. Neil E.S. He won his game. So, okay, back to the big game. Will we see a check? Nope. Because that check would have just lost the pawn, it looks like. But he's only got 21 seconds, so he just needs, I mean, it's going to be really tough. As we were saying earlier in the broadcast, if you do the pre-move, you lose 0.1 second, a tenth of a second every time. So he's got to get all the pawns off the board, all the rooks, the other rook off the board. And so if White just has his White Knight left at the conclusion of the game, Chess.com will declare it a draw because White will have insufficient mating chances. So yeah, so he's got an easy draw here. Just rook to G check, and then trade those off, and then just go and win the A pawn with your king. And here he goes. Here he goes. Can he do it in 6 seconds? I think he can. If I'm him, I just play. Okay, he's just gonna take it. But he could have maybe tried to trick him with A6, assuming that he pre-moves King A5 in that position, and then you can go and win the queen. But he didn't want to do it, and because even if Black would somehow get a queen with whatever 1.4 seconds, you're not going to lose. I mean, so very interesting. So we got a half point for UMB and Enterprise. All right, let's check out. Let's check out the conclusion of the moneyballing game. This could be a huge game, even though it's only worth 1 point overall. I mean, this could be the difference between WWT getting that extra 10 points, and Enterprise might need every point they can get now to win this thing. This is all. It's a winner take all exhibition match, but It sure doesn't seem like an exhibition match. These guys are bringing it. No friendly draws. Everybody wants to win. But let's see. It looks like what is going on? It looks like Housy's going to have this one pretty easy. He's up a lot on time and material, so it's probably going to be a big win there. Let's go back to we saw N. Burdock playing for Express Scripts against S. Gilmore 999. So S. Gilmore got the first win for Ascension. And so, all right, let's check out another game here. Neil with Express Scripts. He won the first game against Ascension. And let's see what's going on here. Anything big? I give a slight edge for white. Yeah, I don't want to get back row checkmated. I always like if you don't really know what's going on in a game, it's never bad just to make sure you don't get back row checkmated. Now, just because you made an escape square for your king, otherwise known as Luft, L-U-F-T, it still doesn't guarantee that you're not going to get back row checkmated. As if you're ever interested in my YouTube series, Beginner Breakdown, I have a very popular episode called Terrible Games Analyzed. It's one of my best ones, too. And I show an example of how they do everything they can not to get back row checkmated. And, of course, the game ends in back row checkmate. It's a very, very funny and instructional video. Check it out. You can just Google Mike Kummer, terrible, right? And hopefully that's the first thing that comes up on YouTube, or else I'm in a lot of trouble. All right, let's go back to the match of the day. We have the Enterprise UMB. And Housy did beat Moneyball in that match, and they're on to game 2. Housy with WWT. Moneyball for Enterprise had a very clutch win in round 2 against Edward Jones to get them ultimately to the Armageddon match, where John Boyer, the team captain of Enterprise, was able to checkmate his opponent with 0.3 seconds to take home the 2020 title. Oh, he's got the big check if he wanted it. He didn't want it. Oh, he's up by 13 here. I guess Big Daddy Jazz was like, I'm not messing around with the King's Gambit and everything. And he can't risk that draw. So look at this score. He's got him up by 2 touchdowns. Kansas City, Missouri. Shout out to the Chiefs. They've got a big matchup against the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game, 5:40 USA Central Time on CBS this Sunday. Don't miss it. Our producer, Ben Simon, actually, believe it or not, what was that, about a decade ago, actually was part of the Monday Night Football production crew in Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium.
I forgot I told you that.
Yeah. Well, no, it was, well, I don't want to digress too much, but I found out that he was in Kansas City, and I was like, oh, are you going to the game? And it's like, yeah, I'm working it. Yeah, so he got to hold a light. Wow. But NFL money, here we go. But we are very lucky to work for a non-for-profit organization. The St. Louis Chess Club is a 501c3 501c3 organization, and we are always looking for a donation. Every dollar helps, especially with our 20,000 square foot expansion, hopefully to conclude spring/summer 2021. Big things to come. I've looked at the blueprints. It's going to be great. All right, but enough about that. It's under wraps right now. But all right, and right in the nick of time, Big Daddy Jazz got 1.5 out of 2 for Enterprise. So yeah, plus 24. So if you're doing the math at home, that's 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions for the championship. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Let's see the big rematch between Moneyballin' and Housey. Housey is +1, but just because you got more material doesn't necessarily mean you're winning. But it's looking good for him in this one. Let's go back to the. Let's see if we can see if Nick Risco is updating the standings here. This is a live shot of the standings. Well, I might even have liver shots. Just give me 1 second to digress. You can check out the big game here. And I might have advanced standings here. But you never know. You never know. All right. Yeah, my computer is acting funny. All right. I do not have liver standings. All right. These are the standings after round 1. So obviously WWT got 26.5 points in round 1, but got an additional 10 points right off the bat because they have the bye in round 2. So, but if they score, they brought 6 players, so 12 games. So quick math, if they score 6.5 out of 12, they will get an additional 10 points, so that will bring them up to 46.5. And then if you can add 46.5 plus 6.5, I believe it's 53, that will be their ultimate total, and that would be good enough to win, I would have to think. So that's why this game against Moneyballin' could be huge for WWT and huge for Enterprise. If I had to guess, let me see if I can see how Kamikaze Knight did in his game in board 1 for Enterprise, because that could determine everything. Well, not everything, but a big portion. All right, here we go. Kamikaze Knight is offline, so his games have concluded. Let's see how he did. Kamikaze Knight, 95.5. That's an excellent score for chess.com. And so Kamikaze Knight won both his games against the board 1 of UMB. So UMB's score is in the books at 23.5, which is very respectable considering they had to play the defending champion and they only brought 2 players. So, I mean, that's about as good as you can get. And that means Enterprise right now, Enterprise's current score, okay, they started with the 29, right? They get the 20 for winning the game. So now they're at 49, and then you add 3.5 to that score. You with me, Ben Simon?
Oh, no, sorry.
Oh, okay, he's not with me. Okay, everything's fine. As long as you guys are following at home. So the live score for Enterprise, well, it's not really live, but it's at minimum 52.5 right now. But like we said, I mean, every point could, and then, so WWT is the only other team that could catch them. So this money-balling game could be what it's all about. Very exciting stuff. Let's see if we can follow our club manager, Ryan Chester, is also playing as an extra player today against WWT. That game could determine the win. And he's playing DV Dutch. He used to play in our Friday action quads with some success back in 2019, 2020. We do host the secret action quads, limited to 8 players, every Friday night from 6 to 8. 3 rounds, game in 10 with a 2-second increment. And $36 to the winner of each quad. All right, let's do see if if Ryan Chester is still playing. It looks like that game has concluded. We are winding down the match tonight, the exhibition number 1 of the Corporate Chess League 2021 season. Very exciting stuff. We saw a lot of fighting spirit, and I can tell you already who won the brilliancy prize, if there is a brilliancy prize. Maybe the brilliancy prize, since it's just an exhibition, maybe it's just knowing that you won the brilliancy prize is the prize. I actually got to play a brilliant move on chess.com a couple months ago. I thought it could never be done, but truth be told, it was. It's on our Twitch channel if anybody's interested. All right, let's see what this, see what other games we have going on. Another passed pawn. It's deep in enemy territory. See if we can have any. Okay, we are getting some more results in. Currently, Ascension leads Express Scripts 3-2. Enterprise, of course, won their match over UMB. Arco 4-1 over Bear. With, I guess, a game in progress. WWT obviously has 3 here. Here comes DV Dutch's. DV Dutch only could score a draw against club manager Ryan Chester. Way to represent Ryan. 1.5 out of 2. He's good. He is good. Ooh, this is not good. So right now it is 3.5 WWT against the extra players. They have to win the match. Oh, and now it's 4.5. 4.5. Why, it could all come down to this money balling game. Let's see how Bobby 1-2-1-2 did for WWT. He got a half. Wow, this could all come down to this right now. This is the game of the match. So they have 3.5, 4.5, 5. 3, 3.5, 4.5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so if Housey wins, they will. So you need 6.5 points. Currently, the extra players, including Ryan Chester, have 3. Currently, they have 6. while WWT has 5, so they would need to, so they're going to be out of luck, it looks like. They're going to be stuck at 41.5 plus 6. $41.5 plus 6, 47.5. That's the maximum they can get, because they already have the 10 for drawing the match. And then, as I said, Enterprise at least has 52.5. So I'm ready to go out on a limb and say Enterprise, they keep on rocking and rolling with John Boyer time Boyer. And they won the exhibition #1 of the 2021 Corporate Chess Club Corporate Chess League season. Good job to Enterprise. That is unofficial, but I'm ready to call it. Thank you for our new team, Arco, who came up big with a win in round number 2. And but you know, it's just getting started this preseason. We'll have another preseason match coming up in February. So, oh, and who won that one? Housey. So he got the draw. They got the draw for WWT. So every point counts. If they could have just got 6.5, they would have been the grand champions with that extra 10 points. But Ryan Chester for the club came through for Enterprise in a big-time way, scoring 1.5 out of 2 against DV Dutch. And that's the way the whole thing ends. And we'll be back. Ben Simon will be back shortly with the Brilliancy Prize and the absolute final standings. And we'll see if I was correct with all this math. Yep,
Well, I'm Alex Kerford. I'm the founder of the Corporate Chess League, financial advisor, and captain of Team Edward Jones. So the whole concept of the Corporate Chess League was an opportunity to bring together companies, individuals in a way that could be competitive, it could be fun, and be able to better engage with some of your colleagues. And so prior to the pandemic and COVID-19, we were able to gather here in the chess club, meet face-to-face, and have games on a quarterly basis. It was a lot of fun, had a high level of engagement, and people beginning to be attracted to that.
Edward Jones has been thrilled to help found, but also to participate in the Corporate Chess League. And this year, actually, it's been a little bit of a change. Now that we've gone virtual, our audience has grown.
We absolutely love the Corporate Chess League. I can tell you, my teammates and I, we feel like we're truly a team. I mean, we practice, we have regular practices, and we take it seriously.
It has really expanded, and the engagement to want to play even more has happened during this time. So we took quarterly meetings to now being able to put on the Corporate Chess League once a month.
Here at Edward Jones, we actually have people all over North America, about 50,000 close to associates all over North America. Well, I have a really good friend in the Phoenix area who's passionate about chess. It's hard for him to fly out just to play into a tournament. So now that it's been virtual, he's been participating on the team as well.
So in order to capture the essence of the purpose of the Corporate Chess League, we've been able to provide an experience where prior to the competition of chess actually begins, people are able to come into our Google Hangouts page and be able to see and interact with each other in a virtual way. And then partnering with chess.com, we're able to provide the actual tournament and how the competition begins.
And the Corporate Chess League allows us as a team, A, to bond, and we're doing really well as a team, I'm happy to say, and B, it allows us to kind of, rib each other a little bit, and it is a little friendly banter, which we love.
And all during that time, the St. Louis Chess Club is hosting a YouTube channel that has commentary from guest speakers, grandmasters, international masters, commentating on how the games are actually going. That makes for a lot of fun for people to be able to see how their friends, how their colleagues are doing during a game by having a professional be able to speak about the position and have fun that way too. I think during this time it is hard to have motivation. Sometimes we can get down on things. Having an outlet where competition can still be involved in your life, having an outlet where you can still have networking with your colleagues has really been a key part of the success of the Corporate Chess League.
It has been really fun to be able to not only get to know the people in my own firm better and share that similar passion, but also get to know people from several different firms here in the St. Louis area.
We've continued to have interest in the Corporate Chess League, both here in the St. Louis area and beyond. We're looking forward to a great season in 2021. If you or your company is interested in being a part of the Corporate Chess League, you can go to www.stlouischessclub.org and get more information. We'd love to have you be a part of the competition.
Welcome back to the Corporate Chess League, exhibition number 1 of the 2021 season. I was correct with the winner of the event is none other than Enterprise, the reigning champion of the Corporate Chess League. They got 57 points. They were also aided by club manager Ryan Chester, so maybe they can give him a treat next time. Second place, WWT with 42.5 points. Ascension got 41, and we'll go over how Ascension got 41 points in just a moment. Bear came in fourth with 24. Right behind, just with 2 players, UMB scored a very good 23.5 points. And then rounding out the standings are Arco and Express Scripts. Arco are a brand new team in the league this year. And hey, the more teams, the better. Please join us for our exhibition next time in February. If you want to get a team in, you can just email development@stlouischessclub.org, and they'll be happy to tell you how to participate. And Saint is spelled out S-A-I-N-T. Or you can just go to stlouischessclub.org and they have all the information on there. All right, but here is the Brilliancy Prize. Nick Ragone, game of the night. Round 1, game 2. He was playing Bear, and he knew the game situation. His Bear already had, what did they have? They already had the 6 points, while Ascension had 5. So Nick knew he had to win to secure the draw, and we want to take a real quick look at the end of this game, Ben. All right, here we go. It's a rook and pawn ending, and Nick is playing with the black pieces here, and captures, and now they double up. White doubles up on the 7th rank. Big check, another big check, and he keeps checking, and now he's trying to bring his A pawn to victory. So right here, Nick has a draw, but then he realizes, hey, he's up 55.5 points according to the computer. So he's like, no draw. And here he goes, some more checks. Another check, some more checks. Oh, I was recommending F5 in this position. Let's see if the computer likes it. Nope. Nick knows Rook takes H2. Check is the best. And yeah, on chess.com, you can go into your profile and you can analyze your games. It's a great thing to do to get better at chess, analyzing your own games with either somebody stronger than yourself or a supercomputer. And here he goes, A7, and then he keeps pushing his pawn. And then, what a tactic. Just take the pawn. Rook takes a7 is best. And then, that's all she wrote. So congratulations to Nick Ragone for winning the Brilliancy Prize, if there is a Brilliancy Prize, but just knowing that you won, that's all you need to know. Congratulations to the grand champion of tonight of this exhibition, Enterprise Holdings. Good night.
This has been a presentation of the St. Louis Chess Club.